Hi everyone. Welcome to English 2332, Week 5. In the classroom, I tend to walk around quite a bit, but in recording these videos, I'm kind of trapped in my chair, and I assume it gets as boring for you as it does for me. So today I thought we'd shoot from a different perspective, for the first couple of minutes. There was a pretty smooth transition. Okay, I want to talk to you about your first quiz. Today is Tuesday. Your first quiz will open up Thursday, February the 12th. The test will open at 7 a.m. It will close at 11:55 p.m. There's no time limit, but you only have one chance. There are 33 multiple choice questions, each one worth 3 points apiece. Plus, there's a bonus question worth 3 points. So your max score will be a little over 100. The test will cover, the questions are presented one at a time, and backtracking is not allowed. So you can't go forward and then go back. Just question one, then question two, then question three. The test will cover basically everything on the syllabus. Um, It'll start off with that PowerPoint on the three cultures tableau called the ancient world. There are several questions from that. Then, of course, a lot of questions from Gilgamesh. Then the Hebrew Bible, but just those readings listed: Genesis, Job, and those five Psalms. Then a few questions about Homer and the Odyssey, books 1 through 8 and 19 through 24. So be sure you're current on all that. Now, we are using HonorLock as our online virtual proctor this semester. I assume most of you have had experience with this before. If not, don't worry, it's pretty easy. You'll need to use Google or Google Chrome as your internet browser, and you have to download it's not an app, it's called an extension, but you just go to honorlock.com and it'll guide you through it. If you've ever used Proctorio before, you have to go back and uninstall Proctorio. And I would encourage you, if you used HonorLock last semester or last year, uninstall that version because there's a new version and they don't always update automatically, or they don't completely update automatically. So it's easiest just to uninstall the old version and install the new version. But that is literally the extent of my technical expertise in this matter. If you have any questions at all, I encourage you to jump on to the HonorLock chat uh, thing and ask HonorLock, or go to the SPC help desk. You can call or email them, and they're very good and very reliable, and they know a lot more than I do about all this kind of stuff. But anyway, so yeah, sometime between 7 a.m. and 11:55 p.m. on Thursday, February 12th, you want to jump online and take this test. Again, 32 questions, multiple choice, A, B, C, D, or E. One thing I tell my face-to-face students is I don't write the questions to be particularly tricky or subtle or deceitful. So if you look at a question, you think, wow, that answer's too obvious, it can't be right. It probably is. I'm really not trying to trick you into guessing wrong. Um, the other thing is this: if you've never taken a test using HonorLock before, you do have to have a camera and a microphone. You have to do a room scan. You have to present your ID. Um, it does a lot to virtually ensure the academic integrity of the test, which is great. But if you're not comfortable with that, or if you just don't have the equipment, you're more than welcome to come up to the campus and take the test in person with me. My office is in room 2022, 2022, and which is on the South Plains College Lubbock downtown campus. We're here on 13th and Avenue Q, just behind Prosperity Bank and across the street from Dirk's Chicken. Really good chicken, by the way. And drop by during office hours. If you're going to drop by during the week, that's probably going to be no problem. If you're going to drop by on Friday, I really encourage you to shoot me an email first, schedule an appointment, because for some reason the college schedules a lot of meetings on Friday mornings, as you can imagine. So just make sure I'm here, and then drop by, and you can take a pencil and paper version, and yeah, no problem. Okay. Um, if you have questions about the material, please feel free to drop me an email, jfly@southplainscollege.edu. Don't forget to put your course number in the subject line of your email. English 2332, section, I don't know, what is this? Section, this is 2332. No, that was last semester. Well, anyway, just put English 2332. It's the only section I've got this semester. And try to be as explicit, as clear as you can on your question. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can to get your question answered. Okay. It's not a particularly tough test. I don't expect you to memorize anything this semester. Well, I expect you to learn like important dates, the characters, the plot, the main ideas, all those things that are there in your notes. And yeah, just go into it with a lot of confidence and be prepared, and I'm sure you'll do well. Okay, your first paper was due already. I will get the second research paper I'm sorry, not research paper, response paper. I'll get the assignment sheet for the response paper posted up, and that'll be due after spring break. So that'll be nice. The second response paper is very similar, just different topics. But I'm sure you'll do well. And when you're looking over the comments on your paper, which please be sure you do, to look at the comments, you go back to where you turned it in. You click on the turn it in, little turn it in icon. For some reason, the words aren't clickable, but the little icon is. And no, I apologize. I've got that backwards. The words are clickable. The icon isn't. Click on the words. And then you'll get a new screen, and you click on that black launch button, and it'll pull up your paper along with my comments. There'll be both bubble comments on the paper, and I think you have to scroll over those for them to open, and then there'll be general comments. No, there'll be specific comments along the side. It's been one of those days. All right. If you have questions about the test or the paper or the reading assignment, especially the reading assignment, I hope you'll drop me an email and let me help you. Otherwise, good luck.